Hi. And yeah, the winery name is Sassetti Livio. We are located in the Montalcino Hill, which is in the northeast part of Montalcino. Our property count 12 hectares in total, which is just an unique block. And it is where we used to select the grapes for our classic Brunello. And the soil composition, it's mainly clay and marl. The marl helps the water drainage in case of rainfall, and the clay hold the water. It's for that on the property, for example, we don't need an irrigation system, but we can easily have healthy vines and healthy grapes. Now the temperature is a little bit cooler, and also due to the climate changing, of course, but where we are, the temperature is a little bit cooler also because thank you to the natural barrier that is all around the property. Is in one side, the natural barrier cover our vineyard from the salty wind, and in the very northern part, there is a gap where the wind comes on our vineyard and blow in the area and keep the cool temperature in. Is for that really in our case, of course, the wine really represents where we are. It's so fresh as a great structure, but this is also thank you to how we used to work during the fermentation. During the fermentation, of course, we used to carefully check the wine, and mainly we used to keep the skins in contact for a very short time. For the 2016, for example, it was just for 12 days, the fermentation and the skins in contact. This is how mainly Lorenzo interpreted the Brunello, the pure Sangiovese. There it must be very, very fresh and drinkable. We want round tannins, elegant tannins, and of course the very fine and great structure of our Brunello.
Thank you. You know, it's interesting to think about Montalcino because, I mean, I often wish I could just bring all of you with me on these trips to understand like why these areas really excite me. When you're in Montalcino, you're in the town of Montalcino, and you're in the northeast there, right below where we have the pin for this winery. And you keep on going further south as the terroir changes, but Montalcino, where you have the town of Montalcino, is one of the highest elevations in the area. It comes down and then it sweeps into almost like a valley as it goes up to the hill of Montalcino. So it's a very unique terroir. They are sheltered from different aspects in the northeast that other producers will see. But in the same token, there's a drastic shift of elevation within the vineyards. When it comes to the soil composition in your vineyards, does it change drastically as well as elevation?
In our case, consider the elevation, the average elevation is 300 meters above the sea level. And on the property, approximately we have the same soil composition, except in our lowest vineyard, which is called Il Mulino, where right now we are making a single vineyard Brunello, where, for example, we have a lot of fossils, a lot of shells in there, and it's for that with 2015 really we started to ferment it separately from the rest of our production, just because at the end the final result gives intense minerality, the structure, and then is the only part considered is a very small part, and the elevation there is only 180 meters above the sea level. Yeah, that one is the most different from the rest of the block. Yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.